Meet Maikeru, my brand new main account. After getting an infernal cape on my group Iron Man, then escaping a 2,000 hour death chunk to then be thrown into another one straight after on my extreme 1 chunk Iron Man, I have now decided to up the ante and... nah, I'm just kidding. I've never played a main account on old school ever before, so that's what I want to do. Today's episode is jammed full of content, anything from bossing to a ton of skilling to getting some big boy questing done, finally cracking on with some Slayer, and I even stacked up a bunch of clue scrolls of all different tiers and mostly mediums because hunting those juicy ranger boots worth so much money would be an amazing hit on this account and a big boost to my GP. I definitely got a big amount of RNG this episode, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. Starting today's video off with the Varrock Armor 1, useful for double ore and at Guardians of the Rift and Zalcano. So before we head to Guardians of the Rift, I wanted to give Zalcano a try now that I have Prif from last episode. I just started in the mass world, but honestly it is way too quick. You get barely any loot because there's so many people sharing it, and the only good thing about the mass world in my opinion is that you still get 2 shards every kill, so it's a very easy way to get crystal shards and is very fast for that. But if you're looking for actual loot and XP and stuff like that, then you're probably going to want to do small teams Zalcano, like 4-man. So after doing some mass world Zalcano, I grouped up with some clannies and sent some 4-mans. Now that's the loot that we're looking for. 126k in steel bars. I think Zalcano is my favourite skilling boss out of them all. It is genuinely super fun, and I think this will be how I train mining in general. It's a very engaging way to train mining without having to continuously tick manip or whatever, so it just makes it a little bit more fun of the engaging side. Plus I can hunt the pet and stuff like that while going for 99 mining, so I think this will be my training method of choice. At the moment I'm choosing to get loot because the money is very important to my account right now, but in the future I can sacrifice the loot except for the crystal shards, which you still get, or if you roll on the pet or a tool seed or something you'll still get that as well. But you can sacrifice all your common loot in order to get even more mining XP, and it's like 80k an hour or something, so it's very competitive later on. That's so nice. 196 mithril bars, 160k for 1 kill, man. That's nuts. Perfect Zalcano. I popped back to the mass world to get 5 real quick kills to get the perfect achievement, and now I have all the CAs of Zalcano. 50 runecrafting from Zalcano. I do think your runecrafting level affects how much damage you deal from throwing these rocks, so probably worth heading to Guardians of the Rift soon. Onyx Bolt Tips 240k, that's my best loot so far. That's so good for a skilling boss, man. That's just crazy. That'll be all the Zalcano for me now, and 224k seeds where I end with nearly 12.5 mil on the loot tracker, and that doesn't even include the shards, which are money as well. Definitely print money with this skilling boss. Next on the to-do list was Guardians of the Rift. I'm just doing a quick couple of pulls to start to see if I can get the pouch, because I can use the large pouch. There it is, there's the large pouch, so I can use that alongside my other 2 pouches now. And honestly, if I pull more often, I think it's better, because if I spoon something like a lantern, it'd be worth it, and obviously the pearls, so I can buy the eye set and stuff, will be useful. I've got another 23 pulls to do. Oh, I got the giant pouch. I can't actually use that until 75 runecrafting, I think, but it's good to have. A normal needle? That's so mean, man. That's so mean. Yo, that's sick though. Abyssal blue dye. Now that is actually a really good reward. I'll save that until later, and I'm probably going to dye my eye set a certain color eventually. I don't know which one yet, so that's just in the bank. Selling off my Zalcano supplies, taking this from the GE, there's 15 mil. Honestly, made so much money from Zalcano with those shards as well. 57 runecrafting so far. My runecrafting level is skyrocketing. Guardians of the Rift is fast XP, man. After this game, I will have 60 runecrafting. That means every single one of my stats is 60 plus now. I guess it'll be fun to try and round out my skills as much as possible. Next, go for like 70 plus and then 80, etc. Could be a fun way to eventually max. 45 pulls to do as well. Let's see if we can get anything decent. Ooh, intricate pouch. That could have really big loot inside. I got a second one as well. That's cool. Alright, my first one gives me an XP lamp, and the second one, 156 astral runes. Honestly, not terrible. I'll put that XP lamp into runecrafting. So my Guardians of the Rift log so far, I have 82 searches with only the intricate pouch and the abyssal blue dye so far. But 270 pearls means that I'm nearly buying an outfit piece, which is nice. My clan is hosting a clue opening, so I wanted to do all of the clues that I had in my bank, and then every time I get clues from whatever I'm doing, I'm going to get them done. And then a few days before the clue opening, I'm going to farm medium clues and see if I can get some ranger boots. It should be good fun. I've been abusing players' houses to do the clues. World 330 is so good for this. Oh, looks like I need access to Bird Rot for this clue, so get into questing I go. I did an aid of the Maikeru, Myreek, whatever you want to call it, and that unlocked Bird Rot for me. Honestly, I kind of like clues making me do quests and get these requirements. It gives me a reason to do the quest more than just doing it for the sake of doing it. I need to unlock cave horrors to get this music track, so let's go do that. Cabin fever done. We now have this cave unlocked. As soon as we go in, that should be the little cave of horrors. There we go. Easy music track unlocked. I also want to do some Slayer in this episode, so I figured I'd buy a cannon because I'm a main account and I can easily cannon any task and speed it up. Also get range XP for it. Should be good. I just finished doing all my clues, and my first birdhouse run after finishing my clues, I get another beginner scroll box. That's satisfying. Skilling is probably going to give me a decent amount of clues as well. On to elite clues I go. I'm going to stack all of my caskets in the bank as we go, and hopefully we'll be able to open up a decent amount at the end of this video. This elite step requires spirits of the Elid, I think, so let's go get that quest done. Right at the end of the quest, 2 birds, 1 stone, I can do the step of the quest that requires us to talk to the genie and complete my clue scroll at the same time. Lovely. It's also a achievement diary task apparently, so that's 3 birds, 1 stone. Spirits of the Elid done as well, so getting these quests done as part of the clue requirements is very satisfying. My first ever elite casket on the account, we can put that in the bank with the others. Hey, guess what I've got to do? I've got to do another quest because I've got to go to Trollwise. Troll Romance it is. Man, Troll Romance is such a good quest. I remember doing this when I was younger and it was so much fun just actually being able to go on a sled and stuff like that. It's just such a sick quest. A very good one that sticks in my mind. And here is the clue step at the bottom of Trollwise. Lovely. And Troll Romance is done. A Sherlock step. Oh, please don't give me something really bad. Burn a U-log. Okay, that's nice and easy. We can do that. We can do that. I had a back-to-back Sherlock step and he gave me Kill an Aberrant Spectre, which is 60 Slayer, which is my exact level. Lovely. Killing the Aberrant also got me a combat achievement. We take those. That's some strange Chambers of Xeric loot. It looks like I've won an Apex Gaming PC. And you can be a lucky winner of a $5,000 Apex Gaming PC as well from our long-term sponsor, Apex. If you go over to their website with the link in the description or pinned comment, it will pop up and say that you can enter into a giveaway like you can see on screen. Simply just click to enter and follow the rules on screen and you'll be able to be entered into the prize draw for the free PC. Alongside entering this giveaway, you can take a look at Apex's big range of PCs and laptops of all different shapes and sizes. If you're looking for something really powerful or something cheap and not quite as powerful, Apex has it all for you. You can customize a PC to suit you and Apex will build it nice and safely for you. Not only that, you can buy it on finance and pay in installments with a 0% APR interest rate, so no extra fees on that. There are some huge promotional offers going on currently, but if you click my link in the description or pinned comment and use code Maikeru, you'll get a further 3% off on top of any ongoing promotions. Thanks again to Apex for continuing to sponsor this channel, and now let's get back to the gains. I also want to do some Slayer as that will give me some clue scrolls, get some Slayer XP as it's one of my lowest skills, and just have fun leveling, making some money, all of that jazz. My first task from Duradel is Greater Demons, so while Gothic sleeps I guess? It's always one thing that leads to another that leads to another. Tormented Demons are by far the best Greater Demon tasks, so I definitely want to do them. They'll give me a lot of XP and the chance of some big GP loot. Those synapses are worth a lot of money. I need to get my thieving up, so I'm just doing that at Wealthy Citizens AFK at the moment, and I'll probably switch it up later. And I also need to get a couple of quests done, so let's knock those out. What Lies Below has been done. I get to play some rock, paper, scissors with a dwarf. You love to see it. It's always fun having little cutscenes like this. Below Ice Mountain is now complete. A few more cutscenes later, and the zombies dying. There is Defender of Varrock done as well, which means I've unlocked zombie pirates, which could be a good way to train up magic while making some money in the zombie axes, to be honest. Figured I'd AFK here for a little bit because magic XP is always nice, and if I get a zombie axe from these, magic training can essentially maybe even be free and the axe can pay for the magic training, right? I'll just do this until I get at least one axe and just see how it is. Once I get 86 magic, I can do plank make for AFK magic XP while profiting. So I'll probably just do that in the future, but I could do something like this to get to 86, right? Plus, every magic level I get is pretty big for PvM. Any combat level I'm getting right now is very, very impactful to Cox and raids in general. So I kind of want to get my combats up a little bit. Got a hard clue from the zombie pirates as well, which is lovely to see for the clue stack towards the opening at the end of the episode, right? Zombie champion scroll before I got a... What? That is crazy. I don't have a zombie axe, but I've got the champion scroll. Okay. There is the axe. 1.14 million GP. We take those. I also got a magic level in the process. I repaired the axe and sold it for just under 1.2 mil, which after tax gave me a cheeky 1169k. Not bad. It took me 1,200 zombie kills for that, and I got some hard clues in the process, so pretty good, honestly. A nice way to farm some magic XP. Enough magic training, back to questing. Hand in the Sand is done towards while Guffix sleeps. I figured I'd do some of the house pickpocketing in Varlamore because of the keys I got from the Wealthy Citizens. It's apparently similar experience an hour, so I figured I'd give it a try. It's semi-AFK, let's have some fun with this. I also get these Blessed Bone statuettes, which break down into Blessed Bone shards. Very good for Iron Men, but not so good for mains, I guess. Checking the health of this maple tree. 97 farming. 2 levels to go. We are so close to our first 99 on the account. After a bunch of Varlamore thieving training, there is level 72, which is the requirement for while Guffix sleeps. I'm very excited for Tormented Demons, honestly. I got the Great Brain Robbery ticked off because I would need this for Mauritania Hards anyway, so while I was in a questing mood, might as well do that. The only issue with Mauritania Hards, I have everything to do them now, and I was going to do them just for like Bone Crusher and stuff, but Mauritania Easies require me to get a Slayer task from Canifis, so I can't do that yet until I've completed my Tormented Demons task, I guess. I figured I'd continue training magic and I'd head over to Karen Catacombs and kill jellies. 1, jellies are really, really good hard clues, and obviously I want to stack those up. 2, I need to upgrade my Dark Light into an Arc Light for my Tormented Demon task. Again, one thing leads to another, right? These jellies have a decent chance when bursted down to give me Dark Totem pieces, and then I can kill Scottizo for a guaranteed shard to upgrade my Dark Light into an Arc Light, and give me charges for it. And these jellies can drop the shard itself, so it should be a good way to get like 5 birds, 1 stone. Got some mithril boots, that is a cloggers. Dark Totem base, you love to see it, let's go. These are also not bad alkaballs, honestly. There's the Ancient Shard, that's what we're looking for. That is the big drop, I'm happy with that. Dude, this trip to jellies has been absolutely nuts. I've got 2 Ancient Shards and 2 totem pieces before I get 2 hard clues. Okay. 3 totem pieces even. Thanks, game. We've got a full totem. Thank you, thank you. There is the second hard. Okay. There's also 2 on the floor, so can I have 3 scroll boxes? No, it says one of your scroll boxes was destroyed as you have too many of that tier. Oh, that's sad, honestly. But whatever, we can go do these 2 hards. My clue stacks are growing in the bank. There's 10 hard clues now, which is huge. I think mediums are going to be my biggest stack because I can get them from implings, and that'll make it a very, very easy way to farm them. But it's still nice to get a bunch of different tiers. With these 3 ancient shards, I can use it on this altar, and there is a arc light. Oh, the icon of arc light has changed. That looks interesting now. Okay. Still looks sick in the hand though, look at that. Now let's fight Scotizo with the Dark Totem, shall we? And that'll give us another ancient shard and a couple of CAs. There we are, first ever Scotizo kill on the account, and 4 combat achievements. Okay, I like this. Also, the 40 Onyx Bolt Tips is 324k, which is crazy. The guaranteed ancient shard and the guaranteed hard clue. This boss is perfect for what I'm doing right now. Such a good one. Figured I'd also get a kill without Dark Light to get that a combat achievement as well. This kill took quite a while, but I got up for the challenge, which was 4 points. Not bad whatsoever. And 200k in battle staves. Alright, alright. So now with these extra 3 ancient shards that I have, I can charge up the arc light with another 1000 charges. So it's now got just under 2k charges, which should do me for 1 tormented demon task at least. So we are pretty good. This fight in While Gothic Sleeps is quite annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of this fight, but it is what it is. It's not hard, it's just the mechanics are so weird, having to telegrab the lit explosive and high alk it and stuff. It just feels odd, but regardless, Twin Flame Staff here, pretty decent, and it's time to continue on the quest. The Balance Elemental time. This fight's actually genuinely fun. I quite like this one. It's just like a harder Tormented Demon, right? I like it a lot. Ooh, we get to touch the Stone of Jazz and get insanely buffed. Dude, why can't my stats always be 255? You hit so hard, it's so nice. While Gothic Sleeps completed, 5 quest points and a bunch of XP. Do I get any levels from this? Yep, 72 Herblore. Nice. I'm going to go ahead and buy some Burning Claws, as they're a very good spec weapon against demons, so they'll come in useful in more places than just Tormented Demons, but I can use them at Tormented Demons for some big damage. They're also only 6 mil, which is insane to me. This will be my setup for Tormented Demons. I don't have that good range gear, and I want to wear my black mask, so I figured I'd do Mage and Melee, and see how that goes, I guess. Here comes the first kill of a Tormented Demon, 1065 Slayer XP and a combat achievement. Nice, man. 1k Slayer XP each and I have 130 to kill. That's over 130k XP just for one task. I'm going to go from like 60 to 65 Slayer just in this task. There's the first clog, Gathixian Temple Teleport. I'm going to see quite a few of these probably, but they're very good to get back here with. I bought a couple to start, but I should be able to maintain them from here on out. From AFK and a bunch of Nightmare Zone in the past, I don't want to keep taking my scrolls off of my imbued stuff, like my Black Mask, my Zerka Ring and stuff. So I figured I'd just imbue this Salve Amulet for 800k Nightmare Zone points, as it is a elite task for RD anyway, so I was going to have to do this eventually. It's time to do some more cocks, and I've been using a Dragon Crossbow instead of Eclipse, as I feel like it's a little bit better here, especially with Ruby Bolt procs. They really pop off. I'm not going to show every loot from here on out. I will probably still be doing a ton of raids, but I won't showcase absolutely every time I go to a raid. 167k from the second loot, and an elite clue. The clue is good. Level 62 Slayer coming in from Tormented Demons so far. No big loots yet, but there's still plenty of time. I've still got 97 to go. I've been kind of leeching the prep at Cox because I can't make restores and brews without 78 Herblore, so it's time to get 78 Herblore. There's some really good margins on ranging potions with the Delve boss making them go crazy, so I should be able to profit making some ranging pots right now, so let's go do that. There is 78 Herblore, and I did indeed profit slow selling some ranging potions. That's insane that ranging potions are profit right now on the release of the Delve boss. Some more AFK cooking. There is 75. I want to try and round out my skills as much as possible, so I'm just going to keep doing skilling for, like, you know, 70 base, 80 base, etc. I'm 1775 total now, and as you can see, my lowest stats are Runecrafting and Slayer. But outside of that, all of my skills are over 70, so trying to get those 70 skills to 80 would probably be a good goal, and then those 60 skills to at least 70. An elite clue from a Tormented Demon as well. I've got 2 now, so I'm going to get those done, and I'll be able to stack those up in the bank. I've got to get the Pharaoh music track. That comes from the good old Beneath Cursed Sands quest, and I need to do Beneath Cursed Sands to start doing TOA on this account anyway. I want to start doing TOA and TOB at some point soon. I'm only doing Cox right now, and I want to do all 3 raids, so let's get this quest done. Old School RuneScape have really cooked on newer quests and the quest bosses in them. It makes me so happy how like engaging the quest bosses are, and especially if you're not a big PVMer, it really gets you like a little bit more accustomed to PVM. And then alongside all of the new mid-game releases like Moons of Peril and Scurious and stuff, it slowly but surely teaches you PVM. So when you go into higher tier stuff, you're not completely overwhelmed and you know the basics. There is the last boss down, and Beneath Cursed Sands is about to be completed. There we go, 50k agility XP as well, so that is 72 agility, and I can do TOA now. Hey, Burning Claw! That is a sick collection log pop-up. It's a bit of a shame there wasn't a Synapse, considering Synapse is like 15 times more expensive, but hey, I can't complain. I spooned a drop at TDs. I am happy. Another Burning Claw? What? That is actually insanity that I've had 2 Burning Claws. I can actually put them together and make a set and then just sell the set of Burning Claws for 6 mil and get my money back on what I spent on mine. Damn, I'm definitely spooning these. I've only got like 120k Z. This was literally the trip after the previous Burning Claws. 64 Slayer coming in. We only have 28 TDs left, so we'll be like 15k away from level 65 by the end of this task. The Burning Claws sold for pretty much what I paid for my ones, so all I lost was some tax. Not bad. I've been using the Twin Flame Staff at Cox on the Ice Demon, and holy moly does it melt it. It's so satisfying. I definitely deserve the loot on this raid. Don't look at my points. I definitely didn't die. Yep, purple time. No way! I actually got a purple on that raid. Why did it have to be that raid, man? Oh, man. My Cox sensor plugin didn't work, so I could see the pop-up of being a Dragon Hunter crossbow. That's a sick one for the first one, man. I'm so happy. Oh, look at that. I can use it for the next few Cox raids that I'm doing, and then I'll probably sell it for some more gear. That's such a good first purple. I actually think that was the first purple I got on my group Iron Man as well. Surely back to back, right? Yo, I got a collection log slot again, but it's a white. I got a torn prayer scroll. Oh, that's so funny that I got back to back. Oh, and the tablet! I can now go ahead and get a Xeric's talisman, use the tablet on it, and I can teleport straight to Cox now. I was using the mine carts before this. Surely we get the back free back? I actually got another clog. It's not a purple again, but it's a dark relic, which is like the XP lamp, right? Yo, that is amazing. I'm going to put this dark relic into agility, I guess. Very nice. Look at my log, man. That is satisfying. I'm now 3 out of 23 in 15 KC. That is definitely a spooned Cox log. Hopefully my other raids go like this. The Dragon Hunter crossbow sold for just over 40 mil. After tax, I got just under 40 mil. I think my next purchase will be an Avernic Defender. Using this money plus what I've got in my bank, I should be able to afford one. Gonna try and slow buy it for 50.5 mil, and I still have 8 mil left over. While that Avernic Defender is buying, I figured I'd go over to Lizardman and go get that Xeric's talisman so I can teleport straight to Cox. I can also use the Xeric's talisman in people's player-owned house once I've used the tablet on my own one. So I can also steal other people's Xeric's talisman as well. There we go. Only took like 10 minutes and there is the Xeric's talisman. This account is really progressing nicely, honestly. Even like these quality of life things go a long way. Use the Lizardman Fangs on my Xeric's talisman and then Ancient Tablet on it. I can now teleport straight to the Chambers of Xeric. Look at that teleport. Oh, that's so good. I don't have to use the minecarts again in my life. The Avernic Defender did buy in that meantime, so let's go ahead and use that on our Dragon Defender. It will not be re-obtainable. That's okay. I don't plan on ever getting rid of it. There he is. Avernic Defender matching our bandos pretty damn well. That is a huge upgrade for the account and something that I'm really happy to have. Last kill of the task. Can we get any last kill magic? 2 manta rays. Sadly not. But that was an insanely good task. Now that that task is over, I can get a task from Machna and then go ahead and get the easy Mauritania task completed. So when I want to go for the hard Mauritania task, I can actually do that now. 80 cooking coming in. I've actually been doing some one-tick Kwambwans, and my goodness are they overpowered. You profit like 300 GP a Kwambwan cook, and you cook them so fast that you actually make a decent amount, and the XP is just nuts. I'm getting like 600k an hour even with the burns. 81 range, cannoning a task from Burthup. I'm going to go ahead and do Turiel skipping to get a bunch of points because there's a bunch of unlocks for Slayer that I want. On my 10th task, I figured I'd get it from Konar as I can get those keys, and also it gives a lot of points for completing it, so I want as many points for my 10th task as possible, and she gave me cow fights, so easy cannon task again. Honestly, doing these cow fights, these like mid-tier cow fights, isn't even that bad XP. They're quite good. They go from a pretty terrible task to a decent one with a cannon. At my level, at least. Now that I have 150 points, it's time to buy bigger and badder so I can have elites spawn. I want to go ahead and have those big boys spawn during my Slayer task, especially in the catacombs, because when a big elite boy spawns in the catacombs and is killed, it gives a guaranteed totem piece, which will give me a lot of ancient shards, hard clues, and just things in general. So I want to be able to kill as much Scotizo as possible. 79 herblore coming in just from cleaning some toadstools on my farm runs. It's nice having the herblore level to clean them now. A little bit more GP plus a bit of passive herblore XP on my farm runs. No, we DC'd! There's no way! That's so sad. In Cox, we're literally just about to prep for Ulm. Please don't kick us out. Ah, we're back outside. That's so sad. Look at all these people outside. They must have got DC'd as well. It must have been the world that got DC'd. That sucks. Oh my goodness, 15-3-21 with the Twin Flame Staff on the Ice Demon. That thing melts it, literally. Dynamite is crazy expensive now that Blast Mining is actually good. Look at that, 300k, that's so good. Selling off some herblore supplies to recoup my cash stack that was looking a little bit low. I had nearly 3k toadstools, so that is now 15 mil in the cash stack. Oh, farming is such good money, man. 126 blue dragons as my Slayer task. Looks like we're going to Vorkath, I guess. We'll slowly chip away at that. Vorkath is going well. That was a 6-kill trip. Wow. 863k for that trip, and it didn't even take that long. Last episode, I was talking about how my snake grass lasted forever, and it was like 73 snake grass. Well, this one's even more. Look at that. 88 snake grass from one seed. 98 farming. We are one level away from our first 99, and it has to be farming, dude. I love farming so much. You guys know it by now. So it's a fitting first 99. Alright, now that I've had enough fun with my Slayer, questing, all of that jazz, it's time to log in and get these clue scrolls done. First of all, I figured I'd go ahead and do some implins. I can hunt the eclectics. This is what I did on my Iron Man. It's very easy to hunt the eclectics, so I'm just going to go ahead and give it a try and see how many mediums I get. Before I completely camp the eclectics though, I wanted to buy a magical butterfly net. They're super easy to get, and they increase the cat chance of implins, so might as well get that as soon as possible. I just camped the south spawn of the eclectic, and I've done this enough on my Chunkman. I am pretty accustomed to it at this point. I don't mind catching implins, honestly. It's kind of chill, and then I'm just going to go ahead and bank and then come back every single time. It's so nice being able to spam click open these, and then it stops you opening up more once you have 2 scroll boxes, or obviously if your cap's higher, once you have your cap of scroll boxes. Being able to do 2 medium clues at once before opening up more will be nice, and then in the future being able to do like 5 medium clues at once is going to be insanely awesome. I really like the clue stack update, and the fact that you have to do clues to unlock the ability to stack more clues is also really, really good. Catch me if you can. Oh no, not this music track. This is the worst quest in the game, rat catchers. Not only is the rest of the quest a bit annoying, but this like sneaky part, I swear the guards have like aimbot or something. They see you from a mile away, it's crazy. There it is, rat catchers is done. We can get that medium complete. I was doing my beginner clues in the bank as well. One little tip for beginner clues. When Charlie the Tramp asks for a leather body, there's actually one on the table in this house just south of Varric East Bank. So then you can get a free leather body, you don't have to worry about anything and just take it straight back to him. I accidentally opened up a medium clue. Oh no. I got 14 purple sweets though and 100k. That's such a good reward. After this lot of eclectics, I'm not going to catch them anymore because they're only 3.3k on the GE, and you get 1k back for the jars at 90% of the rate. Only 10% of the jars break, and then alongside that 1k, you actually get a decent amount of loot, so you're only losing a little bit per open, and the loot from the mediums is going to definitely outweigh it, even in purple sweets and stuff. So I'm going to profit even buying the eclectics, so I'm just going to go ahead and buy some. I've got 14 mil, I might as well spend it. See, I bought 2,000 eclectics for 6.35 mil. It's honestly not that expensive, and that's going to be so many clues. That's on rate for 100 mediums. My spirit tree has grown at Brimhaven. This is going to be so good to get to Brimhaven. Honestly, Brimhaven was so annoying to get to. I had to keep taking a boat from Ardy or whatever. This is lit. Look at this. Let's head over to Brimhaven. Such a good teleport. The clue is right here. Not only is it good for the good old farm runs, it's good for clues. Oh no. Cave of Beasts. I need another music track. Thankfully, it was only Mountain's Daughter needed for this music track, so there is that one done. This bear head used to be one of my favorite things to wear when I was a kid, dude. Like, 12-year-old me loved this. The clues in the bank are coming along super nicely. There is 100 mediums. And then we've got our 4 elites, 11 hards, 8 easies, and 7 beginners at the moment. I didn't have to get the observatory quest done, but there was a clue at the observatory. So I figured why not get the quest done while I had a clue over here. With this clue, there is 200 mediums stacked up. I better get some ranger boots for this, man. 230 mediums have been stacked, and the opening is very, very soon, so this is what I'm gonna go ahead and crack open. Gonna start with my beginners and easies. I'm not gonna show absolutely every clue I open, just the highlights essentially, otherwise we'll be here all day. Quite a few people from the clan showed up, stacked up a bunch of clue scrolls, so shout out to the clan. Again, if you want to join it, feel free to guest RS3 refugees and ask to join. We had quite a few people join from the last episode, about like 60 new faces, which is really fun. No cloggers whatsoever from the beginners. Unlucky. Black big axe on our first easy though, that's not bad. A master clue from an easy. I'm gonna juggle these and see how many we can do by the end as well. Bob's green shirt, I think that's required for a clue step, so not a bad one to get. Blue elegant skirt straight after. Our cloggers are coming in very well. I'm gonna turn off the notification pop-up so it doesn't cover the clue in future opens. Just for reference, we're starting at 103 collection log items. I reckon we could maybe even double that by the end of this opening, especially with how many clogs we're going to get from all of those mediums. Onto the mediums we go. Let's do it. Another master clue from a medium. You love to see it. That's pretty good. And purple sweets in the same one. The consistent money from purple sweets should be pretty big. Dude, look at the amount of loot on the floor! Bro, everyone's just leaving everything on the floor. People are going to be eating well if they're just picking up stuff. I might even pick up some stuff, I'm not going to lie. Just being a loot goblin, don't mind me. Alright, back to opening up the mediums. 214 more to go. Let's get those rangers. Ooh, crier hat. That's cool. I also got the gnomish firelighter holder thing, which is neat. But look at the swag of the crier's hat. Honestly, looks pretty good. Yay! I got ranger boots! That's so good. With a master in the same clues, nuts. That's only 24 clues in. I've got 206 clues left. Oh my. Holy sandals straight after as well. They're a mil, and their ranger boots are like 36 mil. This is crazy. This opening is already nuts. Even if I get nothing else in all of these others that I'm opening, I've made big money, honestly. Very, very happy. I noticed when spam opening up a few clues that one clue was worth 302k, and it turns out that Morton teleports are 18.8k each. Okay. Oh, see, buying eclectics and opening them for clues is so much profit still. Dig site teleports, 180k for that clue as well. Yo, that clue has 4 different unique clue scroll related items in it. That's probably the most I've seen from a medium. That is awesome. 3 of them were collection log progress for me as well, and the plate skirt tee I already had, I guess. Strength amulet tee. That's a cool looking item. It's not really worth anything, but I love the look of all of the trimmed amulets. Turns out I've run out of bank space, so I'm just going to go ahead and spend 1 mil on 40 extra bank spaces right now in the middle of this opening, so I can open up more without having to worry about selling anything or whatever. So give me 40 extra slots, please. Thank you, banker. Ooh, 100 medium clue scrolls have been opened total now, and I've got the minor scroll case, which means I can hold up to 3 mediums at once now. If I open up 250, which I'll be just shy of, I'll get another one of these and be able to hold 4. And then if I get a mimic in the future, that will give +1 to every tier, so mimic is big. Black unicorn mask, another goofy looking item. Penguin mask as well, I'm pretty sure that's quite rare. I don't know. Lumberyard teleports. Any teleport in my medium clues, I'm very happy to take. Another 110k from those. Wolf cloak. Ooh, honestly, a pretty nice looking cape, considering a lot of capes in this game are pretty bad, especially like clue related ones and stuff. Spiked manacles. Another good pair of boots, and not another pair of rangers, but still really cool to see multiple good boots, like the holy sandals, the manacles, the rangers. I'm getting them all, man. And a master in this one as well. I got a master with the rangers too, that's funny. Alright, 100 caskets left, let's keep going. Cabbage shield, one of my favourite medium clue items. Look how fun that shield is, that's so good. And please just ignore my random clue attire that I'm wearing, yep. Master scroll book, 280k for that clue. With 18 purple sweets in there as well. Very awesome. Man, I'm having so much fun opening up these medium clues. It makes me just want to do more and more and more. I got very hooked onto clues on RS3. If anyone's watched me do clues on RS3, I've got about 35,000 hard clues completed, alongside over 4,000 masters and 8k elites and so many clues in general. Probably around 50k clues total. Definitely a little bit nerdy with clues, and this makes me want to do more and more on old school. I might get addicted. This cat mask is kind of cursed, not gonna lie. Holy sandals again! Yeah! A mil for that clue. Let's go. Alright, down to the final 8. Let's go. Purple sweets, 24. That's a lot for one casket. 3 more. Come on. 2, 1. Okay, 1 pair of rangers. Still really chuffed with the 1 pair of rangers. Multiple holy sandals, spiked manacles, so many teleports, so many purple sweets. We have made a lot of money. Now onto the 11 hard, shall we? A master and 100k, not bad. Runeful Helm G, that is an iconic one. 5 more, can we get anything cool? Ooh, Ancient Coif. Nice, and Blessed Dragonhide in there. And that is it for the hards. Nothing too major for the hards, but I didn't have many of them, so that's expected. Now on to the 4 elites. I need to enable the chance of Mimic boss fight by speaking to the Strange Casket. Okay, let me quickly do that, and then hopefully we can get a Mimic in these elites. If not, we'll have to open up more in the future, so we can get that scroll case. Yes, I'd like to get Mimic challenges. The Mimic is pleased. Okay, we're good to open up our 4 elites now. 117k. Dude, the default loot from elites is kind of awesome. Wow. A master and 200k. Alright, with a dragon square shield ornament kit. Kind of neat. Dragon scimitar ornament kit. Apparently that's worth a little bit more than the square shield as well. Obviously, dragon scimitar pretty iconic. That's awesome. 320k apparently. It's over mid right now. Alright. Hopefully it sells for that. And the last one, 164k. Alright, didn't get the mimic or anything crazy from the elites, but even the default loot is pretty big. Let's take a look at the loot tracker of all of the different tiers. I managed to make nearly a mil from my elites, 1.3 mil from my hards, 46 mil from my mediums. That is crazy. 46 mil from the mediums, when like 36 mil of that is the ranger boots. Holy. I also got 12 master clues. I'm going to see how many of these I can actually get done feasibly. I will do the requirements if they come up, but if it's something that's really out of my reach, I will just leave it. Hopefully I can get at least like 5 masters done and I'll be happy. Okay, so I've sorted my clues out into stacks. I've got the doable stack, the fallow stack, and the Sherlock stack. I'm going to do the doable stack first, and fallow and Sherlock can be very tough for me, so I'll do those later. My collection logs are up to 214 now, so I gained 111 clue log slots. That is crazy. Alright, so it's time to solve these masters. Like I said, I want to try and get 5 done. I'll be very happy if I can. If not, then I'll just do as many as I can. So far, so good. Bird of Rot entrance for this one. My first Sherlock step, please give me something decent. Cremate a set of fire remains. I think I can do that. I think that is level 80 fire making, which I am. But I might need to do a quest. Shades of Morton was needed to be done. There we go. Now I can get that step done. Burn these bad boys on the pyre. Got myself a key. I'll keep that for the future, I guess. And we go back to Sherlock. Another Sherlock back to back? Please give me something decent. Create a set of fire remains again? Literally the same Sherlock step back to back is crazy. Not complaining though. Alright, we're doing well. It's now the Strange Device one. This one's pretty doable for majority of the steps. I think there's only 1 or 2 that I would need a quest for. I've got to buy a Zamorak Godsword in order to do this step, but I can sell it back, so the perks of being a main, I guess. Gonna go ahead and try and slow buy the Zamorak Godsword for pretty much mid-price, and then I'll sell it back tomorrow or something. Hey, at least I can get use out of the Zamorak Godsword. Let's use the spec. Hey, we have miraged him in place, and now we can just blowpipe him from afar. Look at this double agent tech, unheard of, dude. My first ever master casket. That is 1 out of 5. Holy moly, I teleported into the wilderness to like 700 people. What's going on? Okay, I died and I lost the clue. In hindsight, I guess I should have dropped the clue and then I wouldn't have lost it. I'll do that in the future, I guess. It is what it is. My first fallow step. What item is he going to get me to show him? Dragon Scimitar. Oh, that's such a good one. I'm getting spooned these steps. A second master casket on the account, and I've only lost 1 master so far, and that was obviously unfortunately dying and not dropping it. Rune play body. Oh man, these fallow steps are great. Some of them can be super annoying, so him making me show him super easy stuff, I'll take it. Another fallow step, he just wanted some lava dragon bones, which are 3k on the GE. I'm loving fallow, honestly. Thank you, buddy. Slayer Necreal in the Slayer Tower. That's sadly one that I cannot do. I am far away from 80 Slayer, so that is my first drop. While doing these master clues, my Ranger boots sold for over 36 mil. Thanks to the Delve boss requiring them for the complete boots. I think they've gone up a little bit as well, so that is awesome. Wow, mediums are good money. I had to get Throne of Miscellanea done and start Royal Trouble for another master step. So I just fully completed Royal Trouble. I don't want to leave the quest half complete. And I also got another master casket as I completed this step during the quest. I sold back my Zamorak Godsword and I actually profited. I made like 400k and I didn't even mean to. Alright, they call me a merchantman. We ended with 7 master clues stacked, and also 1 in the bank that I'm just going to keep for now. It's an Inferno axe to show to fallow. That one just needs 85 fire making, so it's a pretty easy one to get, so I'll keep that for the future. Come on, masters, give me something good, please. 440k just in default loot on the first one. Honestly, pretty good. This default loot is crazy. 91k. Okay, don't give me any more like that. That one was not so good. Yo, Gilded! No way, I got Gilded Chaps! That's insane! I have no idea on the rate of Gilded from Masters in particular, but I know Gilded is rare, bro. What? That's also 8 mil. Holy, that's so good. I'm so happy, man. They look kind of awesome. I think they're a big free-to-play Fashionscape item, if I'm not mistaken. So I can see why. They're neat. Let's open up the last 4. I don't care what I get now because I've got those gilded chaps. There's 400k, 300k, 518k. Ooh, pretty good default loot. Look at that rune ore. And finally, a Shazian hood clog and 709k. Purple Sweets, Onyx Bolts, Dragon Battle Axe. Damn, that's awesome. I'm just so happy with that opening of Master Clues. If you take a look at how much Master Clues made me, that's 11 mil in 7 Masters. Holy moly, Masters are great. Managed to sell off a bunch of my clue items. As you can see in the GE here, I have quite a lot being sold. The gilded chaps sold for 8.2 mil, and then all of the other stuff are selling for a decent amount. There's 15 mil in my GE right there. If I collect it all, I've got 55 mil and so much more to sell. I'm definitely going to end with a decent cash stack. Not sure what to buy though. We ended with 216 clogs with the masters included, and honestly, our shared treasure trail reward page is getting close to completion, which is cool. Was doing a farm run, and I randomly got the Hespori Speed Trialist achievement from just killing it and getting good hits. 3 seconds away from the Grandmaster achievement, which is 36 seconds, so... And a bucket, bro! Okay, that's great. That's my second bucket at 44 Hespori. Alright, game, alright. After selling pretty much everything off, we have over 60 mil cash. I've got the bucket to sell and still more clue items to sell. I should have at least a 65 mil or so cash stack. Do let me know in the comments down below what you think I should buy. I am not sure. I'm leaning towards the Eye of Ayak. I think that would be a good purchase because it is fairly cheap and super strong. It's either that or Crystal Armor and a Bofa. I'll probably get them both. It's just which one do I get first, essentially. I wanted to round this video off with 1,800 total, so I went to Guardians of the Rift, got 65 Runecrafting real quick, and some pulls to do. Oh, Catalytic Talisman! That's a good pull, nice cloggers. Not worth anything, but I'll take it. And I'm now sitting at 154 Rift searches with the Catalytic Talisman, the pouch, dye, and some pearls. With the pearls, I can now buy a piece of the outfit though, I think. Gonna go ahead and buy the bottoms first as I wear the Varrock armor on my chest, and then I'll probably get the hat next, I guess. And this is what I wanted to get. 85 cooking, which is just a random cooking level. I was just AFKing some sharks while editing, but that is 1,800 total level to round out today's video. Very nice. And here is the end of video summary as always. I only gained 57 levels in this episode, but we mostly focused on making money. Our bank is now at nearly 300 mil. I made 114 million GP in this episode, plus an Avernic Defender, which doesn't actually count towards my total bank value. Sadly, as it's an untradeable item, it cost me 50 mil, but it says 0 on its value when it's in my bank. So my bank value is actually nearly 350 mil now, which is really awesome. We added nearly 10 mil XP and 110 hours to the account, and I am very, very excited to keep PVMing moving forward. And thank you so much to the channel members. As always, you guys help me do this full time, and your extra support means the world to me. And as always, until next time, see ya.